Welcome, my dear one. I am so glad you are here. Just by being here, you've taken a step, a beautiful step, toward living the life you truly deserve. You may not feel it yet, but within you already lives the power to create wealth, peace, and joy. Not just a little, but overflowing riches that come from deep alignment with who you are and the loving energy of the universe. Let us begin gently. Right now, wherever you are, take a slow breath in and let it out. This is a safe space. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are loved. Money can be a tender subject. It stirs up old stories, old feelings, and sometimes even tears. Many people have learned to fear it, chase it, or feel unworthy of it. But none of those things are the truth. You were never meant to live in stress or struggle. You were never meant to believe that receiving is something only others get to do. There is no such thing as too late when it comes to aligning with wealth. What matters is this moment, and in this moment, you are opening your heart to a new relationship with money, one that is loving, supportive, and safe. Sometimes, the first thing we must do is allow ourselves to feel. Let yourself acknowledge what money has meant in your life so far. Maybe it felt like a fight. Maybe it came with guilt. Maybe it felt like it always slipped through your fingers. That's okay. All of those feelings are valid, but they are not permanent. We are not stuck with the money story we were given. We can write a new one, starting now. And we do that not with force or judgment, but with kindness and understanding. Say gently to yourself, I am open to change. I am willing to see things differently. I am safe to receive. These words may feel new, maybe even a little strange, but let them in like soft sunlight through a window. Let them rest on your heart, because you are safe to receive. You are worthy of good. You are worthy of more than just enough. You are worthy of overflowing riches that reflect your inner beauty and light. The flow of money is not separate from you. It is not something that exists outside of you, just beyond your reach. It is part of the natural energy of the universe, and you are part of that energy too. Money is not the enemy. Scarcity is not your destiny. You were created with the power to co-create with life itself, and life is always on your side. It does not punish you. It does not forget you. It waits patiently for you to say yes, and now we are saying yes together. You may have heard voices in the past telling you that you have to suffer to earn, or that wanting more is greedy, or that you are not good with money. Those are not your voices. They do not belong to you. They were learned, and anything learned can be unlearned. Let's take a breath and release some of that weight. It's safe to let go. I now release every belief that says I'm not worthy of wealth. I trust that life loves me. When you begin to understand this, even softly, a new kind of peace begins to grow. You realize you don't have to beg life for blessings. You only have to align with them. And that alignment starts with the way you speak to yourself, with the way you treat your own heart. If you are gentle, kind, and open, you'll begin to feel that money does not resist you. It wants to flow to you, just like love does, just like joy does. But it responds best when it feels safe to enter. This is the beginning of something beautiful. You are no longer looking at money through eyes of fear. You are beginning to see it through eyes of love. And when you view something through love, it responds with love. That is the magic of this work. You don't have to chase anything. You attract what you believe you deserve. And today, we are choosing to believe in your deservingness, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. Now let's go a little deeper. When we talk about alignment, we're talking about the energy you carry inside. Think of it like tuning a radio station. If you are tuned to fear, you will hear fear. If you are tuned to lack, you will hear messages of lack. But if you tune your heart to abundance, then even when there is no money in your hand, you will begin to feel rich. And the moment you feel rich, the energy shifts. The moment you feel safe, more comes. That is the flow. So we begin to say new things to ourselves, not because we are pretending, but because we are choosing a higher truth. I am connected to the source of all abundance. Money flows to me in joyful ways. I do not chase, I align. Let those words be like a soft song in your mind. You don't need to be loud about it. You don't need to prove anything. The energy of wealth responds to quiet certainty. If you've ever wondered why money feels blocked, it may be because the heart feels blocked. The heart might be holding fear, resentment, or grief. And that's okay. We don't need to judge those feelings. We simply bring love to them. We don't need to fight the old story. We simply stop feeding it, and we begin watering the new one. I forgive myself for all the ways I believed I wasn't enough. I welcome the new story of wealth with grace. You see, alignment is not about perfection. It's about presence. It's about the choices you make when you wake up in the morning. It's about whether you greet the day with hope or dread. You may not control the weather outside, but you can choose the weather within. You can choose thoughts that nourish your body and mind. You can choose words that soften your heart. And when you do, you become magnetic to good. Many people don't realize this, but the energy of receiving begins in the body. It's not just about thoughts, it's also about how we hold ourselves. Do you clench your fists when you think about bills? Do your shoulders tense when money is mentioned? That is your body telling you that old fear is still present. Let's soften that. Right now, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, open your palms, say softly, "It is safe to receive." I allow myself to relax into abundance. This is how we align with softness, with presence, with gentleness. The old way was all about pushing, forcing, proving. The new way is about allowing, trusting, flowing. You are not here to struggle. You are here to align. And you are doing that right now. Let's go even deeper into this idea of receiving. So many have learned to give and give and give until they feel empty. But receiving is part of the same flow. Giving and receiving are like breathing in and out. You cannot only exhale, you must inhale too. And so we practice receiving, not just money, but compliments, love, support, ease. We begin small. When someone says something kind, we don't dismiss it. We say thank you. When life offers a little gift, we accept it with a smile. That energy opens the door. Receiving is not about greed. It is about balance. It is about saying yes to life. Say this with me now. I am open to all the good the universe has for me. I accept blessings with joy and peace. You do not need to know where it will come from. That is not your job. Your job is to say yes. Life will meet you there. As you align with this energy more each day, you will notice small shifts. A new opportunity, a forgotten refund, a kind gesture, and those signs will grow because the universe responds to your vibration. Keep your vibration soft and open. Let it reflect love, peace, and trust. This is the pathway to overflowing riches, not because you forced anything, but because you aligned with what was always meant for you. Keep walking gently, dear one. You are doing beautifully. Let the energy of wealth meet you, flow with you, and bless you. You are already enough, and from that enoughness, abundance is born. Let us continue together in this energy of trust and alignment, knowing that everything is unfolding in divine order. Let us continue gently, for we are now moving into a sacred space within the mind and heart, a space where old patterns of scarcity begin to dissolve and a new sense of freedom begins to rise. You see, for so long, many have carried the weight of beliefs they never chose, beliefs that said there isn't enough, that said money only comes through struggle, that said one must give up joy to survive. But these beliefs are not your truth. They are not the final story. You have the power to change the conversation within, and that is where true wealth begins. Scarcity is not a permanent condition. It is a learned feeling, and anything learned can be unlearned with love. Scarcity tells us we must grasp, hoard, or compete, but your heart was not made for fear. It was made for expansion, for faith, for flow. When we stop feeding the fear, we begin to see something beautiful, that abundance is not something you chase. It's something you remember. It has always been part of you. Think back for a moment. What were the messages about money you grew up with? Were they filled with fear? Was there silence around it? Was it a source of tension? If so, that's okay. Those early messages were given by others who were also doing the best they could. But they are not fixed truths. You are allowed to look at them and say, "This does not serve me anymore. I choose something new now." This is the gift of awareness. It opens the door to freedom. Let's take a moment to breathe here. Place your hand on your heart and speak gently. I release the story of not enough. I release the story that says I must struggle to receive. I welcome a new pattern of ease and flow. Say it again if it feels right. Whisper it like a lullaby to the part of you that's been scared for too long. That part is ready to rest. That part is ready to trust again. When you begin to let go of scarcity thinking, something shifts in the body too. The shoulders relax, the breath deepens, the nervous system calms. That's because the mind and body are deeply connected. The thoughts you think do not stay in the air. They land in your body, in your cells, in your energy field. So when you think loving thoughts, your body receives them like nourishment, and those loving thoughts make room for wealth to enter. You can practice this with simple reflection. Sit quietly for a few moments each day and ask yourself, where do I still believe there's not enough? Then gently meet that place with a new thought. There is more than enough. I am supported by life. I welcome more ease into this area of my life. This isn't about denying reality. It's about choosing a higher one that invites solutions, one that calls in peace. And remember, peace is not passive. Peace is powerful. When you choose peace, you shift your entire vibration. And when your vibration changes, your reality follows. That is the beauty of this work. It's not about fixing everything overnight. It's about tuning your energy moment by moment until abundance becomes your new normal. Now let us talk about what money really is. So often it is misunderstood. Many think of it as cold or difficult, but money at its core is simply energy. It is neutral. It takes on the meaning you give it. When you see it as a burden, it behaves like a burden. When you see it as a blessing, it behaves like a blessing. And when you begin to see money as loving energy, flowing, expanding, nurturing, you open the door to a whole new relationship. Imagine for a moment that money is like sunlight. It shines on everyone without judgment. It does not pick favorites. It flows where it is welcomed, where the window is open. And when your heart is open, when your thoughts are soft and trusting, that sunlight flows toward you, not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. You may even begin to see that money is one of many ways the universe says yes to you. It is not the only way, but it is one of the ways love expresses itself in the material world. And so we no longer treat money with fear. We treat it with care. We treat it with respect. We treat it with appreciation. This changes everything. Let's speak some words together. Money is a loving energy. It supports me, nourishes me, and flows to me in joyful ways. I am open to receiving it with ease. Feel how those words soften something inside. Let them echo gently in your mind. When we speak to money with love, we no longer fear it. We begin to trust it. And more importantly, we begin to trust ourselves with it, trusting that we will use it with wisdom, trusting that we will allow it to grow, trusting that we will let it serve not only our lives but the lives of others. That is true alignment. And when you feel disconnected from money, simply return to the breath. Put your hand over your heart and say, I am enough. I have enough. I allow money to be a joyful companion in my life. These are not empty words. They are invitations. Invitations for life to meet you in a new way, and life always responds. Now let us explore how we speak to ourselves day by day, because the words we repeat in our minds become the script of our lives. If you tell yourself that money is hard, life will reflect that. If you tell yourself that you're always behind, the world will seem to agree. But if you begin to say, I am ready, I am aligned, I am supported, then new doors begin to appear, not because the world suddenly changed, but because your inner world did. You do not need to fake these words. You do not need to force belief. All you need to do is repeat them with willingness. Willingness opens the heart, and a willing heart is the most powerful magnet for abundance there is. Try this. When you wake up in the morning, instead of reaching for worry, reach for words that uplift. Say softly, today I allow abundance. Today I walk with peace. Today I open my hands to receive. These are not just pretty thoughts. They are instructions to the universe. They are signals that say, I am ready. Notice the thoughts that come up when you think about wealth. Are they soft? Are they kind? Or are they filled with old fear? If fear arises, that's okay. Just greet it with love. Speak to it as you would to a child. It's okay to feel unsure. But we are safe now. We are learning a new way. This kind of self-talk creates powerful shifts in the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is where your patterns live. The more you create a loving inner dialogue, the more those patterns begin to change. You don't need to force anything. Just be consistent. Speak love to your finances. Speak peace to your past. Speak hope to your future. Every word becomes a seed, and those seeds, when spoken with care, grow into gardens of abundance. If a fear-based thought arises, something like, I'll never get ahead, or I can't afford this, pause and breathe. Then gently replace it with, abundance is on its way. I am learning. I am supported. Even if you don't fully believe it yet, say it with tenderness. You are building new pathways in your mind, and the more you walk them, the stronger they become. This is the quiet miracle of alignment. You don't need to shout or hustle to call in riches. You only need to listen inward, speak gently, and stay open. Your thoughts matter. Your energy matters. And your choice to love yourself, even in small moments, is the greatest wealth of all. Let this be your practice. Choose your words as you would choose seeds for a garden. Plant what you wish to grow. Speak only what you wish to live. And soon, very soon, you will find that your life begins to bloom in ways you never imagined, not through struggle, but through love, through softness, through alignment, through trust. We are walking together in this, and you are doing beautifully. Let the path continue to unfold beneath your feet with every word, every breath, every thought of kindness. That is where the true riches begin. Every step you've taken so far has brought you closer to the truth of who you are, a beautiful, abundant soul deeply loved by life itself. Now let us begin to gently anchor this wealth into your daily world. It is one thing to know that abundance is possible. It is another to feel it in the rhythm of your everyday life. But this is where the magic becomes real. This is where you begin to embody abundance, not just think about it. Rituals are powerful, not because they are complex, but because they bring focus and love into ordinary moments. You don't need hours, you just need presence. A few minutes each day to align your energy can change everything. Begin with something as simple as placing your hand on your heart each morning and saying, "I welcome abundance today. I am open to the gifts life brings me." This small act sets a tone, like tuning an instrument before a song. Another practice is mirror work. It may feel unusual at first, but it is deeply healing. Look gently into your own eyes in the mirror and speak with love. I trust myself with wealth. I am a magnet for prosperity. I am worthy of overflowing riches. Your reflection begins to soften. Your heart begins to listen. Your energy begins to shift. That is alignment. You can also take a moment before spending money to bless it. Whether you are buying food, paying a bill, or gifting something, pause and say, "This money comes from love and returns to love. There is always more where this came from." This transforms spending into a sacred exchange. You are not losing, you are circulating. You are sending energy out with love and trusting it will return. Even gratitude can be a daily ritual. Each evening, write down 3 ways money served you that day. Maybe it bought you warmth. Maybe it allowed you to learn something. Maybe it simply gave you peace of mind. Gratitude multiplies what you appreciate. It says to the universe, "I see what you've given me. I welcome more." These simple practices anchor the energy of wealth into your life. They teach your body to feel safe with abundance. They teach your heart to expect support. And in that safety, in that expectancy, more is drawn to you, not by force, but by alignment, like a flower opening to the sun. Gratitude is not just a nice feeling, it is a powerful amplifier. When you give thanks, your energy expands. When your energy expands, more good flows in. Gratitude is a doorway. It does not ask for perfection. It simply asks that you notice the blessings you already have. And from that noticing, miracles grow. You can begin today. Even if money feels tight, find one small thing to appreciate. A cup of tea, a warm bed, the way light falls through the window. Say quietly, "Thank you. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for the blessings I already live in." Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, and what you focus on grows. You may not feel wealthy in numbers yet, but you can begin to feel wealthy in spirit. And that feeling is the magnet. That feeling is what calls in more. Life responds to appreciation. Life expands through joy. And when you are grateful, you become a partner with the universe in creation. Even when things feel uncertain, choose to bless your path. I trust the process of life. I am grateful for what is and excited for what is coming. These are not just phrases, they are openings. Openings for more joy, more clarity, more wealth. You are teaching your mind to look for good, and what you look for, you begin to find. When you feel anxious about money, gratitude brings you back to truth. It reminds you that you are never truly without. That support often arrives in ways we least expect, that life is generous when we allow it to be. Let every thank you be a prayer. Let every breath be a yes. Now we come to one of the most important truths. The universe wants to support you. It has always wanted to support you. You may have been taught to fear it or to question its care, but that does not make the love any less real. You are held in the arms of something vast and kind, and when you begin to trust that, a deep peace enters. There is no need to control every outcome, no need to know every answer. Your job is not to figure out how it will happen. Your job is to say yes. Say yes to the possibility of wealth. Say yes to the mystery of timing. Say yes to the unfolding. When you let go of the how, the way becomes clear. Practice this surrender gently. If a worry arises, breathe and say, I let go. I trust life. Everything I need comes to me at the perfect time. Say it not as a demand, but as a reminder. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. The same energy that moves the tides and spins the stars lives in you. That energy knows what you need and how to bring it to you. There may be moments of doubt. That's natural. But each time doubt visits, choose to return to trust. Even if you must do it 100 times a day, keep choosing trust. Each choice builds strength. Each moment of surrender clears space for miracles. You can even speak to the universe like a dear friend. I may not see how, but I trust you. I may feel unsure, but I know you've never left me. Let that dialogue become part of your life. You are not bothering life with your prayers. You are building a relationship that brings blessings in ways you never imagined. As you practice this trust, your energy becomes calm. You stop grasping. You stop chasing. You begin to receive. And receiving is the natural state of a loving, open heart. You are not here to struggle through life. You are here to co-create with it, to be a channel for good. And the more you trust, the more the good flows. Now you are ready to step into the fullest version of yourself. Not just to think about abundance, but to embody it. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions all say yes to wealth, the door opens wide. You become the vibrational match for all you seek. You don't need to beg. You don't need to prove. You simply need to be. Being a match for wealth means loving your thoughts, honoring your feelings, choosing your focus, creating space, physically, emotionally, spiritually, for the new to arrive. You can do this in simple ways. Clean a drawer. Give away what no longer serves you. Speak words of welcome into your home. I create space for blessings. I create space for joy. I create space for wealth. Notice how you carry yourself. Are you rushed, tense, closed off? Or are you breathing deeply, walking with grace, speaking with peace? Your energy speaks before your words do. Let it say, I am ready, I am worthy, I am abundant. That energy will draw to you what your heart has asked for. You can even surround yourself with symbols of wealth, not expensive things, just reminders. A candle that brings you joy, a journal where you write your desires, a corner of your home that feels peaceful. These small acts tell your nervous system, it is safe now, it is safe to expand. And always, always speak life into your desires, not with desperation, but with confidence. Overflowing riches are mine by divine right. I walk in the energy of more than enough. Say it as though it has already arrived, because in many ways it has. The energy is here. You are the receiver. You are the container. You are the blessing. You have traveled far, dear one, through old beliefs, through healing, through hope, and now you stand at the door of something beautiful, a life aligned with truth, a heart open to receive, a soul trusting its own worth. There is nothing you must force. There is only more to allow. Let us rest in this moment. Let it soak into your being like gentle rain. You are ready. You are supported. You are deeply loved. The universe has never left your side, not even once. And now it sings your name with joy, ready to bless you beyond what you thought possible. So take a breath. Speak softly. I am abundance. I am safe. I am open to receive. Let these words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Let them remind you of the truth that has always lived inside. And as you move forward from this space, may each step you take be filled with peace. May your path be lined with ease. And may your heart always know you are the overflow, you are the wealth, you are the light, and the universe is always, always conspiring in your favor. You are loved, you are guided, you are rich in every way. Let that be your new truth, and so it is.